Your Honor, President Peres, it is my great pleasure to interview you on this special occasion in which Israel is hosting the 41st Interpol European Regional Conference. The main role of the Interpol is to enable police agencies from all over the world to work together and make the world a safer place. You have devoted your entire life to create a better world. You have even received a Nobel Prize for these efforts. How do you perceive the connection between these ideas?
It's a clear choice. If there will not be a real security for the nations and for the individuals, the world will be in danger. The opponent has more options than you do. Now, unless we shall all the people who try to defend their citizens and the security of the world, we shall not work in real harmony, in real trust, not only formal but also personal. I'm telling you that the criminals with modern weapons and communications and the terrorists will make life impossible. So in a way, the Interpol is an organization that is based on trust.
You've taken a major part in the establishment of Israel and actually of the Israeli police, and you are with us from first day, actually. And you worked alongside with our first Prime Minister, David Ben-Gurion. And he said, the army is in charge of the country's security and the police is in charge of her honor. And I may add with the time and security because the circumstances here in Israel. In this respect, how would you describe the role of the police regarding international cooperation, mainly with the European countries?
The army is responsible for the collective security and the police for the individual security. Now, first of all, they have to cooperate. It's more difficult to defend individuals. Now we live in a global world. The difference is the connections are not necessarily between or among nations, but among people. So you have to do a great deal of trust, of goodwill, of informal relations, and all the time abiding the law and abiding the code of behavior.
Mr. President, this is the first original document that the Israel police joined the Interpol on 49, and signed by the first chief of police, Yechezkel Sahar, that you knew personally. What would you say to the representatives, what your blessing to the representatives that joined us here in Tel Aviv, that came a long way to hear us here in the conference?
You gentlemen have a great historic responsibility for what has happened here and what should be done to overcome the problems of the future. See in this gathering not only a contribution to the security, but a participation in making the Middle East a better place. You are welcome, and I hope you'll have a successful conference.